Okay, presentation is on the Taoist water metaphor, or the way of water, with a Tao of water. Um, so the water metaphor, it comes from this part in Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu, chapter 8, that serves as a symbolic model of virtue. Best to be like water, which benefits the 10,000 things and does not contend. It flows through places men disdain, thereby it is close to the way. A good dwelling is on the ground, a good mind is deep, a good gift is kind, a good word is sincere, a good ruler is just, a good worker is able, a good deed is timely. Where there is no conflict, there is no fault. Um, so in case you didn't notice, this is kind of a list of 7 things. So these are the 7 virtues of water. He gives 7 distinct ways that you can relate water to the traits of a virtuous person. So humility, depth of feeling and thought, giving freely, clarity and integrity, deals justly, versatility, and timely action. So first off, humility. A good dwelling is on the ground. Water doesn't seek to be in high places. He observed that water always flows downhill. It pools in low places. Doesn't seek to be lifted up, which is similar to the virtue of humility. So you can see this picture, this lake, the ground around it is all lifted up, and it is in the lowest place, the depth of feeling and thought. So there's more to deep water than just its surface. People who are virtuous are not shallow. There's more to them, and they think things through. They have deep thought. They feel deeply. Yeah, giving freely. Water nourishes and brings life everywhere it goes, and it gives freely of itself. This reminds me of the primary song, Gives of the Little Stream, which is a similar idea. Virtuous people go around doing good everywhere that they are. Um, Clarity and integrity. So, uh, the idea here is that calm, clean water is closest to the ideal of the Tao. So calm, clean water, you can see this is almost perfectly calm. There's a little bit of distortion, but calm, clean water reflects things as they are, like a mirror. And it's also, you can see through it. It doesn't cover things up or lie. And it's also clear and clean, so it relates to the virtue of like cleanliness. Deals justly. Water doesn't nourish one person and deny another. Anybody who drinks water is going to be sated, you know. Everybody enjoys water. It doesn't nourish one and deny another. Versatility. So water is not stopped by obstacles. It goes over, under, around, or through to reach its destination. Even if that means that it takes like a million years, it'll carve through even solid rock. Um, but it still does so while being gentle and just doing things little bit by little bit, persistently. Timely action. This partly ties back to this. You could say that this is also like virtuous people are patient, um, but more so, water behaves differently in each season. Virtuous people know that there's a time and a season for everything, and they're patient to wait for that season to act. And they do things at the right time and in the right context. So yeah, in case you haven't noticed, this is a picture of like the woman going to the well. All of these virtues, I've slipped in a couple of kind of scriptural references, but these virtues can all relate to virtues of Jesus Christ, which I think is really cool. Taoism, I'm a big fan of Taoism. I actually thought about a lot of the ways that water is similar to virtuous people when I was in high school, which is funny because I didn't even know about Taoism really. Um, yeah, softest thing in the universe overcomes the hardest thing in the universe. That without substance can enter where there is no room, hence I know the value of non-action. Teaching without words and work without doing are understood by very few. So that's like, this is cool. And I think Lao Tzu is awesome. I really like his philosophy. I really like Taoism. Obviously, softest thing in the universe. Savior, the most gentle and virtuous person, overcomes the hardest thing in the universe. Obviously, the atonement, right? Teaching without words and work without doing are understood by very few. Just like to liken that to like teaching by example is more powerful than philosophy, and work without doing, I think of that as like meditation or prayer, which isn't work in the traditional sense, but it's still great. So, yeah, it's my presentation. Hope you enjoyed.